What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. My name is Troy and in this video, I'm going to present you with a list of my favorite dividend stocks for this coming week.
Here we go again.
Before you click off this video and think, oh great, just what we need, another YouTuber list, allow me to explain how I come up with my list and why it's different than others you might see here on YouTube. The first thing I look for is a dividend streak of at least 5 years to symbolize consistency and stability, because the last thing we want is a dividend cut or suspension.
That is the last thing I want.
Next up, I require the stocks to outperform the S&P 500 over longer periods of time, because I believe that the point of investing is to make your money grow and work hard for you.
You work for me.
Both of these requirements are added to a list of dividend stocks with upcoming ex-dividend dates to help me narrow it down. From there, I comb through all of the remaining stocks, the best of the best if you will, and determine my 5 favorites and present them to my subscribers every Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time here on the channel.
What day is it?
Friday.
Hopefully what makes my video different from the others you might see is the quality of the stocks I mention, as well as the occasional stock that you might have never heard of.
And I think that sets me apart.
My goal for this series is simple: to present my subscribers with a small weekly list of high quality dividend stocks that you can do additional research on to see if they fit your goals.
I am ready. I am so ready.
With that being said, let's dive into my top 5 dividend stocks for March 25th through March 29th. Leading off this week's list at number 5 is Dillard's, stock ticker DDS. Dillard's is a quarterly payer in the consumer discretionary sector, paying $1 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 0.23%. Dillard's has been paying and growing its dividend over the past 14 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 14.48%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 17.61%, and a payout ratio of just 2.04%. At the time of recording, Dillard's was trading 4.57% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of March 27th with a payout date of May 6th. And as mentioned in the intro, if I'm going to spend time looking for individual stocks, it's important to me that they outperform the S&P 500, or I think it's just a waste of time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
With that being said, a single investment of $10,000 into Dillard's 10 years ago while only reinvesting dividends since then would have grown into $54,532.10, which comes out to an 18.48% year-over-year return rate, which is compared to the S&P that would have grown that same 10K over the same 10 years into $32,919.53, resulting in a difference of $21,612.57 on the side of DDS. Coming in at number 4 is Nutrien, stock ticker NTR. NTR is a quarterly payer in the materials sector, paying $2.16 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 4.02%. NTR has been paying and growing its dividend over the last 7 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 5.61%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 5.4%, and a payout ratio of 48.62%. At the time of recording, NTR was trading 29.68% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of March 27th with a payout date of April 11th. And that single investment of $10,000 into NTR just a little over 7 years ago, while only reinvesting dividends since then, would already be worth $93,256.38, which comes out to a 36.6% year-over-year return rate and outperforms the S&P 500 by $67,755.33 in just over 7 years.
Wow, that is fast.
Next up is number 3 on this week's list, which is Innovative Industrial Properties, stock ticker IIPR. IIPR is a quarterly payer in the real estate sector, paying $7.28 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 7.53%. IIPR has been paying and growing its dividend over the past 6 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 17.34%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 43.18%, and a payout ratio of 86.56%, keeping in mind that this is a REIT. At the time of recording, Innovative Industrial Properties was trading 7.99% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of March 27th with a payout date of April 15th. And you know the drill, that single investment of $10,000 invested into IIPR a little more than 7 years ago would now be worth $68,660.25, which is a 30.26% year-over-year return rate, which outperformed the S&P 500 by a total of $42,224.54 over the past 7+ years.
We interrupt your regular program
Before we get to my top 2 stocks of the week, help me grow the channel by leaving a like on this video so other dividend investors can find me. Also, if you already have some of these stocks or are thinking about adding some of them to your watch list, drop those in the comments down below and let me know how you're doing with the stock you own or what sold you from today's video. I look forward to your like on the video and your comment down below, but now let's see who brought home the silver and gold. The runner-up on this week's list and coming in at number 2 is Steel Dynamics, stock ticker STLD. STLD is a quarterly payer in the materials sector, paying $1.84 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 1.33%. STLD has been paying and growing its dividend over the last 13 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 19.35%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 17.79%, and a payout ratio of just 11.41%. At the time of recording, Steel Dynamics was trading 0.75% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of March 27th and a payout date of April 14th. And investing $10,000 into STLD 10 years ago while only reinvesting the dividends received, that would now be worth $103,760.19, which comes out to a 26.35% year-over-year return rate, which beats the S&P 500 by a total of $70,840.66 in just 10 years. And last but certainly not least, we get to my favorite stock of the week. Coming in at number 1 on this week's list is Monolithic Power Systems, stock ticker MPWR. MPWR is a quarterly payer in the technology sector, paying $5 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 0.73%. MPWR has been paying and growing its dividend over the last 7 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 26%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 27.33%, and a payout ratio of 30.97%. At the time of recording, Monolithic Power Systems was trading 11.71% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of March 27th with a payout date of April 15th. And one more time, we have that one-time investment of $10,000 into MPWR 10 years ago while only reinvesting dividends since, which would now be worth $196,510.31, which is a 34.68% year-over-year return rate, which crushes the S&P 500 by almost 6 times and results in a difference of $163,590.78 on just 10K just 10 years ago.
That's how the rich stay rich, baby.
And just like that, you just saw my top 5 dividend stocks for the week of March 25th through March 29th. Keep in mind that if you're late to the party and you're just now seeing this video after the dates mentioned, 1, make sure you're subscribed so that doesn't happen again. And 2, this list of stocks can still be a great starting point for your own research even after the dates mentioned.
Thank God for that.
I hope at least 1 or 2 stocks from this week's list created some intrigue on your end and deserves a deeper dive, and that you walk away from this video glad you stopped by. And according to the YouTube magic algorithm, this video is the next one you need to see. But until next time, see you.